How is going today, Lord? To my name's Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Today we have for you Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 5.
Review.
Ooh, yes, I'm excited.
Show them what you got.
Okay, before we start,
right,
you guys have any reaction requests?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you getting the other one?
Yeah,
okay.
But go ahead.
Okay. If you guys have any reaction requests, please follow us on social medias in the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's dive on in.
We have been searching for the perfect Captain America shield, even before this series
before
came out.
It even came out.
Like we just wanted one because we have like Thor's hammer back there.
Yeah, we have Iron Man.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Y'all can't really see it,
yeah.
But like if we gonna do a room tour, we still getting our room together.
Yeah,
okay.
We got a lot of stuff.
We got a lot of stuff to do. Okay.
But we got a lot of like superhero stuff. I have Black Widow's gauntlets and stuff, and so we needed Cap's shield. And so I was trying to get one, and it looked like metal on the box from Hasbro. But it ended up looking like the one we have here, which is obviously plastic. Okay, so we finally got one that is actual metal, and show that bad boy.
Ooh, Lord. Ooh.
It's heavy too.
It's
that thing
heavy.
look good.
God,
like,
look at that.
Look at that versus this. Which one look better?
Y'all decide.
This looks like a toy. That one looks like a weapon.
This looks like I was on set and I stole it.
Yes.
but this is basically them taking, here you go, ma'am, the shield.
Yes.
So they took the shield and it looks gorgeous.
It looks cool.
But yeah, it was them taking the shield. The first thing we get is John Walker running away from the scene of the crime.
Yes.
And then you can tell that I think he knows that he messed up.
Yeah, I think that he knows that he like messed up, but then it's like he's fighting with his like demons mentally because it's just like, okay, like I messed up killing a person, but like he low-key deserves it because he killed Battlestar. In his mind, that he thinks that that one killed Battlestar, which he didn't.
He didn't.
And so he was like, oh, I did the right thing when Sam and Bucky confronted him. He's like, I did the right thing. I killed him because he killed Battlestar. And they're like, no, he did not. He did not. Which he didn't.
He was begging for his life.
Yeah, he did not kill him. And you just decided to kill the first person that you saw.
Yep.
Like, basically. Yep. And they was like they're going to take that shield, basically. I thought they was going to do that, like, the last episode or something like that. But they did that this time. And then he was like, oh, you don't want to do this. And then Bucky was like, oh, we do.
We do.
And I was like,
yes.
Because Bucky was like that since, like, episode, what, 2?
2? He was
trying to get that. He said, look, Sam, let's go get that shield. And then Sam was like, chill out.
We can't take it, whatever.
So Bucky been waiting. Bucky has been waiting to do this. So I've been waiting to get you.
He finally got it, boy. So they got that whole fight scene, and it was amazing. John Walker was like, they was going crazy. Like, he freaking threw that shield, and Bucky went fine. I was like, dang.
Far. Like, I was like, whoa. I was like, you went kind of far there with the shield. So
I was like, yo, and so you can see his strength on display, and then also him ripping Sam's wings. I was like, and then he was like, I'm Captain America. And then he grabbed the shield again. Let me grab this bad boy again, and he was about to do it again.
He was trying to do the same thing to Sam. And try to kill him, but of course Bucky stopped him, and he's just like upset. Like at this point, it's just like he's obsessed with being the image of Captain America.
Yeah.
Because even after like they fought and everything, they had that fight scene, and then they got the shield back. Sam got it, but Bucky got it back, but then he gave it to Sam because like that was Sam's shield. Yeah. Because that's who Iron Man.
That's what you're thinking about.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Iron Man. Sorry.
Because that scene where he's like slamming down is from Iron Man.
The reason why I'm thinking about that is because there was a fight where it was Cap and Winter Soldier fighting against Iron Man in the middle, and it was like this time it was Cap in the middle with Winter Soldier and Sam. So it was
so it was like the parallels are there. The parallels are there.
So so he gave it to Sam, and Sam is now like talking to Torres, which we know from the comics is Falcon later on.
Yep.
And basically Torres was like, like
cool wings.
Yeah, some cool wings and stuff, and then Sam's like, keep them. So that's like a nose thing, like, okay, he's going to
be the next Falcon. And then Sam is gonna be the next Captain America.
But before that, he wanted to go visit Isaiah Bradley because he was thinking about like who this shield really belongs to, I guess.
Right.
And he was just like, if anybody, he would give it to him.
Yeah.
And they went back to Baltimore and to his house, and basically they had a talk about like what happened to Isaiah Bradley, which was really, really sad.
It was really sad, and it's just like the things that the government did to him and his friends. He was explaining that they it goes back to the Tuskegee experiment, which was a real life thing.
Yes, it actually happened.
Yeah, where they said that they was going to give him free health care, but they were actually injecting him with an infection to see what would happen, syphilis. And so that's what they basically did. They said they was taking a tetanus shot, but it wasn't a tetanus shot. It was super soldiers. Yes.
Different versions of it. See which one works, basically.
Yup, and he was
the last one standing.
He was the last one standing. His friends were deformed. He went to go, like, they were talking about they was going to blow up the camp or whatever and leave his friends. He said, I'm not leaving them. And then he saved them, but later on, they ended up dying because of the Sarah, man. And it's just so sad what happened. Like, it's just so sad. And he was telling Sam, like, any self-respecting black man, wouldn't
be carrying this shield.
But I'm like, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Bitcoin, the best money we've ever had.
I understand. Like, I can understand where you're coming from, but also I'm my own person, and that's what he told. That's what Sam told Bucky later on, because he was saying, like, before he was like, if Cap was wrong about me, wrong about you, then he's wrong about me, and he's like, forget about what
somebody
Steve
else says.
Yeah, it's
like,
about you are you. Yeah. You can understand what somebody's going through and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it is your decision. You're your own person. And he said basically, they had the whole boat montage where Bucky
was flirting with Sam's sister. And I honestly think that he was just doing that just to get underneath Sam's skin.
Exactly.
Because I think that like Bucky is still cool with Sam, but still would like to get on his nerves. Because they were never buddy in the beginning. So I feel like that's why he was just like, oh, Sarah, oh, okay. Yeah. And he was just like, don't flirt with my sister. He was like, and still did it, and still looking at her and stuff. Yeah. Because I'm like, I think he just wants to get underneath his skin. But let's talk about the cameo, okay? Because there's a scene where they were addressing. Oh yeah, first of all, they broke John Walker's arm. Which when that happened, I was like, And then so now his arm is in a cast, and like he's in court, and like they're relieving him of stripping him everything, stripping him
retirement, pension plan,
no benefits, no nothing. Like you don't get.
You are no longer Captain America, and give us the shield back.
And even then, he was telling them like, no, I am Captain America, and they're like, no, you're not.
He said, you're getting it, Mr. Screw. You built me this way.
And I kind of understood where he was coming from right there, because it was like, yeah, y'all were training him to be this man. Y'all were training him to do this mission, to act as Captain America, and he was doing that. Well, not being Cap that we know, but Cap, his version. Basically, because I was about to say, there's a lot of stuff that he did that Cap would never do. So I'm just like,
but he was his mind. Yeah, he was a soldier trained to kill. And these people are bad. Like, you can like clearly see. No, it's like I think they said it was in a war in Afghanistan, and it's like he feels bad about what he did there. He felt like, man, I'm like, he really didn't. I don't think he really wanted to be there. And like in his mind, it's not like when they was fighting the Nazis back then. And even back then, when they was fighting the Nazis, like that Captain America punching Hitler on the comic book was controversial back then, because America wasn't trying to be part of that mess. So it's just like, man, I felt that. I'm like, you gotta train him to be,
and now he feels like that, just like throwing him away and stuff like that. And then here goes the cameo when he's talking to, I'm assuming that's his wife.
File with the help of an expert.
Yeah, that's his wife that he's talking to. And then all of a sudden, this lady comes. I can't even remember her name. It was so long. Just call her Val. Val, right?
It was a very long name. Her name is Val, and apparently she's like the woman from. She starred in Seinfeld. I never personally watched it.
I never watched Seinfeld either. I'm sorry, but
no offense to anybody who did. I never watched it. But
and so she is Miss Hydra.
Madam Hydra.
I said Miss Hydra. Whatever. She's part of Hydra,
aka Viper. So, and then she gave him a card that had nothing on it. It was like blank. It was like white on one side and then I think black on the other. And it was just basically saying like Hydra is like still here, like they're still lingering somewhere, and they're like underground basically.
That's like he said before. You cut off one head, 3 more will appear. So, and I'm thinking that she might be the power broker because because me and Daz was talking I don't know, because the way she was talking to him, he was like, you didn't do nothing wrong. I would do the same.
That's speaking for Hydra,
technically that shield isn't government U.S. property. It's a gray area. Also, on top of that, she was like, you taking that serum. I'm like, how did she know he took it?
They got eyes everywhere.
They got eyes everywhere.
I'm pretty sure they got other people that are in Hydra, like still lingering around somewhere that knows that he took it and relayed the information or something.
Yeah.
But I don't think that she's power broker.
I don't know. It just looked a little fishy, especially when you send somebody a card with nothing on it. That means it's like you gotta augment reality. On your phone to see what it is. Probably put a black light on it. Yeah. And you can see it. So light it on fire. Right. I don't know. To see the message. And I was kind of confused because I'm like, then the show writers was like, they want to see them working with Thor or something like that, and I'm like, well, she's a villain, so how is that gonna work? I don't know. We're gonna see. Marvel loves to set up building blocks for bigger things, so I cannot wait to see. Got another cameo from Elijah, his son. So they set up the Young Avengers. Then you got Hydra still there. Now we know, of course we knew.
Of course they were gone.
They were gone, and then Sharon,
right? Everywhere.
Sharon talked to Batroc, and then Batroc gave some weapons to the Flag Smashers.
To Carly,
and they're like, well, we're working with criminals now. Like, did you not know? We all the criminals.
Yeah. And even still, like with Carly, like I am not threatened. Like I just cannot be scared of this girl. Yeah. I just can't. Like they showed her like with the super soldier serum and like how she was running fast and hitting people hard. And then now this episode she's talking to Batroc and then getting like weapons basically, and they're in New York City, like
trying to stop the GRC.
Yeah, and saying that they have people everywhere and everything, and it's like it's still not scaring me. Like it's just not.
I think they made her like that because they don't want you to be scared. They want it to be more relatable.
No, I got it, but like. It's
and they got, I really.
It's still not. Every time that there's a scene with her, I'm just like, here we go.
Right.
Like, and I'm just like, whatever.
They cut some storylines and did reshoots because of the whole. And this is a rumor. That there was a virus storyline that made it more impactful. People had longer scenes and stuff like that, but Disney, they don't want to be controversial at any point, and so they cut that out and reshot it. I think I would have loved to see. Can we release the Falcon and Winter Soldier cut? The virus cut, right? I want to see what the full thing is. I hope they really release a virus cut after this is over. Hopefully in the month, because right now we're gonna have a break, right? We're gonna finish up next week. And then there's nothing in the month of May.
Nothing in May.
Then Loki in June.
It's supposed to be Black Widow, but
I would have loved a Black Widow movie in the month of May, so we can have something to talk to hold us over to Loki.
I promise you, when we get to June, that thing is gonna be like, we're going to September.
I hope not, because I feel like there's stuff in Black Widow that is definitely pertaining to this, because it was supposed to be Black Widow, then Falcon and Winter Soldier. Then WandaVision.
I'm going in.
Then Loki, I think that was supposed to be the order, but it got flipped up because pandemic.
But I'm just confused as to what Sharon's goal is, because when she called Batroc,
for the power broker for sure.
Yeah, because when she called him, we obviously don't know what he said because it says something. When we had the captions on, it just said in French, so we have no idea what he said on that side. And she was gonna pay him double, I think she said.
Yeah.
And he said when he got to Carly, when he delivered the weapons, that he's just trying to kill Falcon. So I'm like, so did Sharon give that order to you? To kill Falcon? And if so, why is she doing that? Because if she was the power broker and Falcon's trying to stop Carly, wouldn't they be on the same side because Carly stole from Power Broker? Yeah. So that's why I'm confused as to what she's actually doing. I don't know.
I don't know. She might be still working with Nick Fury, because remember Nick Fury and Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
But why would she be trying to kill Falcon?
I don't think she's trying to kill Falcon. I think she's definitely gonna show up the 6th episode and probably help Falcon. I think it's like some double cross, 5 steps ahead type thing. And then we never talked about Zemo. Zemo was in Sokovia at the memorial, and then Bucky found him, and he had that gun cocked like he was about to kill Zemo.
But then didn't, and showed that he already had taken out all the bullets out the gun and stuff, and said instead of killing you, I'm gonna just surrender you to the Dora Milaje, and he's going to the raft.
I was like,
when he said the raft, I was like, ooh.
So I think they're definitely setting up the Thunderbolts with him going to the raft.
Yeah, and then Bucky, he asked for a favor.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she told him, wait, real quick.
What?
She told him to
make himself scarce.
Make himself scarce in Wakanda, White Wolf. I was like, so, and he's asking for favors. It's like, didn't he just get his brain wiped out of the Winter Soldier program? And now he asking them for favors. So we might get some White Wolf and Wakanda storyline because they're supposed to have their Disney Plus series Wakanda.
Oh, I thought make himself scarce from Wakanda meant like don't go.
Right, that means don't go. That means he could have go in and out of Wakanda whenever he felt like. If she said make yourself scarce in Wakanda.
Oh, I thought they just said.
Because I'm like, if I'm in debt to you and I'm asking you for favors, that don't kind of sound right,
Well, I think that he asks a favor because I think that he truly knows that they don't hate him.
Right.
They just like, make yourself scarce because of this situation and everything. Like, give them time to get over this and then come back later.
Maybe,
like,
but
right now,
even still, I'm like, you know how it works. I do something for you, you do something for me. So you wipe my brain of the Winter Soldier program, and then I'm asking for more favors. So one of the, I think one of the favors was like, don't kill Zemo, just put him back in prison. And then one other favor is that Bucky gave Sam. We don't know what it is. It was like they gave us a teaser. They gave him a Wakandan box. Yeah. And it had something in it. We don't know what it is. I think it's his new suit. Yeah, Wakandan suit with wings. Because some people are like thinking like maybe it's the Captain America outfit. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think he might not get it. He might get it at the end of this series. Yeah. Or he might just get it in the future.
And to show that I was actually happy this episode because they showed more of Sam. Because I was saying that in the podcast and everything. I was like, I feel like Sam is never trending or anything like that because it's like he never has any like cool moments or like enough backstory or anything like that. And this time they actually like focused on him like going back home, him going to talk to Isaiah, him practicing and training with the shield. Like we got a training montage. Him trying to throw and catch the shield. So I was like, that's what I want to see. So I was like, I'm glad that he got that. So I'm like, thank you. Finally, we saw Sam.
Yeah, we saw Sam, and I think they were sitting there throwing the shield and talking. That was like they were throwing frisbee or something. Yeah, which was cool. Also, him getting his vibranium. I think he's gonna get vibranium wings. I don't think he's gonna get the Captain America suit because in the comics he got his wings.
He's gonna get a vibranium something.
Yeah, he got his wings from Black Panther and RP Chadwick Boseman. I would have loved to see Chadwick cameo in the series and was like bringing Zemo. That would have been so dope. That would have been so dope. Like, that would have been so dope.
And we gotta talk about the end credit scene where it was basically John Walker making his own shield. Like he used like his metal. What is that? Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor.
I don't know what medal that was, but it was a military
Medal of Honor. Yeah, Medal of Honor.
So
and like stitching it.
Yeah, he's
in his own makeshift Captain America shield.
So I was like, here he goes.
I was like, what? Right. I was like, this man. In the post credit scene, this man making his own shield.
Yeah.
Well, that thing gonna get crushed because that ain't vibranium.
I was like, that ain't vibranium, so you gonna get.
That thing gonna get crushed, but it's just crazy that this man is just going to the point like I am Captain America no matter
like,
what anybody says.
What nobody says.
Right.
I'm gonna be this man.
I'm gonna be the hero that these people need, and I'm gonna make my own damn shield. Damn it. And so I was like, whoa.
I'm like, go ahead then.
But so far, I give the episode an 8 out of 10. I would have loved more action. I did say I want more world building.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I did say that. I gave it an 8 out of 10 though because I just wanted a little more action. I probably would have gave it more if they would have just teased us and showed us what was inside the box. And then it was like a tease. It felt like that episode felt like a huge tease because we thought like, all right, we might get a little bit, of them fighting in the JRC because they did hack into the JRC. GRC. I said JRC. GRC. I'm thinking of Justice League. But they hacked into the GRC and then they were like one world. So they were like on some Hydra type. I feel the same energy. And so, and then they had to like Torres help Sam and it was like, it might be like their VPN, pinging off. But the last ping was in New York. And then so Sam is about to take off and go to New York. And things are about to go down.
I just can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, me too. I cannot wait to see what happens. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let's know what you think.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share.